Yo, what up? What up? 410, we back in the building. Glad to have y'all back on this Thursday evening. Y'all know what time it is. Time for that Throwback Thursday edition. But you know we got to get into, before we get into that, you go to my YouTube page, 410 Josh, hip hop _ 4123. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and hit me in the inbox. You can chop it up. You know I like to interact with my fans and whatever. Also, if you haven't done so, go to my new Facebook page, 410 Josh. Hit that like button, subscribe to it. You get all my latest content. Anything you want to, questions you want to ask, I'm going to be interacting on there as well. So today we got two really incredible classic albums. I would say, both of these are classics, but one of these is a real, I don't want to say game changer in hip hop. I mean, not to diminish the other, but I think this one was like the precursor for this album. So, as you know, I'm always going to give you that Throwback Thursday classic, one for the females, one for the males. So the first we're going to get into is legendary spitter out of New Jersey, Rod Digga. Her second album called Classic. This album dropped in 2010 on September 14th, which is ironically Nas's birthday. And this album, Classic by Rod Digga, is a classic. So let me tell you first how I found out about Rod Digga. I found out about Rod Digga through the Fugees album, The Score, and it was the song Cowboys that she did on the Score album. First time I heard her, I was like, oh man, she a problem. It wasn't even, it was one of those, you ever listen to somebody and you just know like, yeah, this is going to be a problem here. Because when she came on, I mean, you knew she was, feminine, but she was spitting so hard that you was looking at the guys like, she might have got you on that verse. So, and she was also running with the group The Outsiders, from Jersey, Pace One, Young Z, rest in peace, Slang Ton. Man, that album, like when I first heard Rod Digga on that song Cowboys, I was like, oh yeah, we got a problem. Like we got a real problem on our hands. So, hold on a second. Okay, hey cuz, thanks for coming in, thanks for tuning in. So this album, Classic, right? I mean, first of all, it's entirely produced by Knots. So you know what you're getting when you get that type of album. You get nothing but bars, boom bap, just spitting. No R&B, melodic joints, no none of that. You just getting straight spitting rap. And my favorite on this one was, wow. I mean, the whole thing was hard, but my favorite cut on the song or on this album was Straight Spittin' 4. Straight Spittin' 4 was just so raw, so raw. You got the other classic joint, Who Gonna Check Me, Boo? This Ain't No Little Kid rap. Solidified, Classic, Viral, Back It Up. It's like every song on here was just nothing but bars. And I remember I seen Rod Digga on Math Hoffa's podcast, My Expert Opinion, and she said, I'm always on the side of bars. So that just lets you know Rod Digga came in this game to just straight murder rappers with bars. Like she didn't come in with gimmicks, sex appeal, none of that. She came in, I'm here to kill y'all on these rhymes. And that's what she did. Because with this album, it's not even close that she bodied this. So, I think the impact on this album, especially for the underground, is just another stamp in as far as, you know, what she brings to the table as a lyricist, especially for females. And she gave you that feeling of why you fell in love with hip hop, which was the bars, you know. So that impact. This is one of those. It might be an unsung classic, but it's still a classic nonetheless. So where Rod Digga's at now? She's a co-host on the Yada Mean podcast. It's Lord Jamar and Rod Digga, and Godfrey is also on there. She's done some interviews. She's, you know, definitely touring, and she's appeared in a few on a few records, you know, with other rappers. But she's still out there doing what she do, man. And you know, she stayed killing it. So the second album we gonna get into, which piggybacks off of Rod Digga, is the Fugees, The Score. So this album, I mean, this album was such a game changer that, I mean, I don't even, it's kind of hard to really describe like how much this album changed just everything for a lot of what you would call backpack rapper groups. But this album dropped February 13th, 1996. First time I heard about the Fugees. So they had an album before this one, Blunted on Reality, but I didn't really get into that album. The first time I heard the Fugees was when they did Fuji Lie. And that song just was so monstrous. I mean, everybody was playing it. There wasn't nowhere you could go at that time. If you went to the hood, the suburbs, you know, the country, you know, wherever, everybody was playing Fuji Lie when it first dropped. The video was just fire. Everybody, you know, Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, Press, it just, you know, the whole group, they at that time, the synergy between them was just, it was magical. The Score, I mean, top to bottom is just, it's classics. It's classic after classic. How Many Mics, Ready or Not, Zealots, The Beast, Fuji Lie, Family Business. They did a cover version of Killing Me Softly, which I think is one of the best covered songs of all time. Not just hip hop songs or rap songs, but just of all time. The Score, The Mask, Cowboys. Cowboys as a song, like I just said, that song is how I found out about Rod Digga. You had, I mean, you know, you had No Woman, No Cry. They did a cover version of Bob Marley. Then they did Mista Mista. This whole album just was like, it was the cultural impact of the Score was, I think, right after Arrested Development, you know, kind of fell off. The Score just picked up the torch and just took it even further, you know, because this album sold 7 million. Right before that, you know, Arrested Development had sold, I think, like 3 or 4 million. So it was just letting people know, hey, even if you're not a gangster rapper and you still do hip hop and you're not doing pop type records, you can not only do you can not only make big records, but you can sell too. So they were competing with, you know, the biggest pop groups that are out there as a hip hop group. So their personal impact on me was just, it just, you know, made me, you know, realize like, okay, even if, you know, if I want to be a rapper, I can just create my own lane like they did and just do what I do. I just got to do it the best. So definitely The Score is just one of the best. It's one of the best hip hop albums, but it's one of the best albums of all time. Where are they now? So Praz has had some legal issues going on. He pled guilty to some federal crimes. They were white collar crimes involving like some type of election scam. You know, he might have to do some prison time behind that. Wyclef, He's been kind of quiet lately. He did have a big solo career. And, you know, he did a lot, you know, after the Fugees for himself. But as of late, he's been kind of quiet. He might be doing things behind the scenes, writing, producing, or just maybe even touring. Lauryn Hill, you know, she's still, you know, she kind of dips in and out of the spotlight. She's been on tour. You know, everybody knows the controversy surrounding her about being late to shows and everything. But, you know, she's still making her rounds and making her appearance known. So, hey, you know, one thing you can't take away from the Fugees, no matter how they broke up and, you know, all the controversy that surrounded them, they are one of the greatest, not hip hop groups, but music groups of all time. And The Score is one of the biggest albums of all time. All right. So let me get right into the chat and see who's on here. Okay, got my cousin Michelle. Hey, cuz, thanks for coming in. Got my sister Erica. Thanks, sis, for coming in. Appreciate y'all checking it out. All right, so you know, just wanted to tap in with y'all for that Throwback Thursday edition. So you know, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with the Friday releases and reviews. So again, if you haven't done so also, go to my new page, 410 Josh, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. That's my YouTube page. And then go to 410 Josh on Facebook, hit that subscribe button, check out all my content. You know, I'm going to be uploading this to my new page so y'all can get the content direct. I'm going to be chopping it up with y'all in the inbox or whatever y'all need. So y'all have a good evening. I will catch y'all tomorrow for the Friday releases and reviews. Peace.